Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We are going to start with Dani Olmo of RB Leipzig, as it has been reported that the Barca attacking target will cost 40 million euros this summer and will be a free agent in 2024. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about his other target, Dani Parejo of Villarreal, as the La Liga midfielder opens up on the rumors of Barca interest, as he said, I am not aware of it. We are also going to be discussing more on that. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Dani Olmo is a name that has always been associated with FC Barcelona, with a young star notably having started his career in the club's famed La Masia youth setup. In recent days, though, the talks over Olmo's potential move to Barcelona have intensified after it was revealed that the club are eyeing a free transfer for the player in the summer of 2024. A recent report from Dario AS has confirmed the reports, suggesting that Barcelona are desperate to sign players at a low cost. The club have already targeted multiple players in the market for the coming summer, with a list involving Ilkay Gundogan and Inigo Martinez, among others. In the case of Olmo, Barca would be willing to wait until 2024 when the attacker's contract at RB Leipzig comes to an end. However, luring the Spaniard back to the Camp Nou will be a tricky task for the Blaugrana. Recent reports indicate that Olmo is grateful to Leipzig and has no intention of leaving the club for a free transfer. While this does open up the possibility of Olmo's potential exit in the coming summer, Barcelona are unlikely to be able to afford the player. Indeed, the playmaker has been valued at around 40 million euros by Leipzig ahead of the summer transfer window. Barcelona are not in a position to afford such a hefty price tag due to their altercations with the financial fair play rules in La Liga, with the club having to reduce 200 million euros from their salary budget. A deal for Olmo doesn't look to be happening anytime soon. Barca, though, have made positive strides in their pursuit of other free agents in the market and are reportedly moving a step closer towards the potential capture of Lionel Messi. Of course, Dani Olmo has been long linked with Barca, but that link had died down. But recently, Barca have been showing some interest again in the player. Of course, he have been doing well in Leipzig. He left the La Masia some years ago, so he knows Barca very well. He knows the system very well, and I think that also is one of the reasons why Barca consider him as a target. Of course, his price tag is not an easy one, but his contract expires by next year. So reports are saying that Barca, since they can't be able to afford the player this summer, they will likely wait for next summer when he will become a free agent. That is only if and only if Leipzig doesn't extend his contract. So let's see how it goes with Dani Olmo, who continues to be linked to the club. But honestly, we know that all the links that we have, we can't be able to get all of them because of the financial issues that we are going through. A lot still need to be arranged. A lot still need to be put in place to ensure that signings are being made, honestly. And of course, we just need to get the players that we prioritize the most, not just signing for the sake of signing. We know that before we want to sign the players, La Liga have made it clear to Barca that they must reduce at least 200 million euros in their wage budget to ensure that signings are made possible. And it remains to be seen how things are being dealt with, because things must be put in place to avoid the risk of going against the law, which is a dangerous thing. We know the punishment that might come in the future, so things need to be done so precautiously. and very, very carefully to ensure that things are in place to sign these players. Then on to the final story of discussion. Speaking after Villarreal's 2-0 win over Real Sociedad this past weekend, midfielder Dani Parejo has claimed that he is not even aware of any interest in him from FC Barcelona and has not spoken to manager Xavi Hernandez. Reports in the past few months have indicated that Parejo is seen as one among the targets for Barca to replace Sergio Busquets if the club captain leaves as a free agent in the summer. Busquets' contract expires on June 30, and even though he has been sent a renewal offer, the 34-year-old is yet to make a decision and has proposals from Saudi Arabia and also from the USA. With still no certainty over his future, Barca are keeping themselves prepared for the scenario that he might leave, and Parejo has reportedly been identified as one of the possible replacement candidates for Sergio Busquets, and Xavi Hernandez said to be an admirer of the player. When asked about the same this past weekend, Parejo told Corusel Deportivo that I am not aware of it. Maybe my agents have received something, but to be honest, nothing has been passed on to me at any time. I understand that if there has been something, it hasn't been important enough to communicate it to me. I have not been aware of anything. When asked if he has spoken to Xavi, the Villarreal veteran said, I don't have his phone number. Furthermore, Parejo stated his desire to continue at Villarreal beyond the season. He said, I hope I can continue for a long time. It's a club that does things very well. Parejo is one of the most experienced players in La Liga and has been performing at the top level for a while now, considering his contract has just 1 year left and that he is unlikely to demand huge wages. Barcelona see him as a low-cost replacement for Sergio Busquets. However, it seems like the midfielder is keen on continuing with the Yellow Submarine for a long time. So callers, as before, thank you. Thanks a lot for watching. We have come to an end of this episode. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure to subscribe so you always stay in touch with the latest of FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.